Hey guys, how are we doing today? The time has come. The time has come for this video, and it has been a long time coming. There's no doubt about that. I'm going to go over what the plan is for the future, what kind of led to this decision, and what I've got in store. You can tell behind me the office has been redecorated. I've got a bunch of stuff that my wife and I just did. It's actually all the way around the room. I got a couple slots right up here above my head that I still need to actually fill in with some more stuff and some more memorabilia that I'm going to put up. But the office has been transformed. I've got a new thing that we'll be doing, something that I always have loved to do, and I'm going to go with that. And so we're going to go over a couple different things in the video. It is not clickbait. But it isn't necessarily what everybody's thinking. So let's just jump right into it. First of all, I am retiring not from Clash at this point, but I am done with making YouTube videos and streaming. As many of you know, I haven't put out a bunch of content lately. Haven't been able to really stream consistently. Life has been very busy. I homeschool my kids, so my kids are actually on my computer because we do videos on the computer. And the kids are on my computer when I get home from work in the morning. Haven't had time to stream, making sure my wife and I do the three kids together. We team tackle all the schooling. So I haven't had the time because I don't even have my computer. That is about to change, and I'll go over that. But don't even have my computer. So haven't been able to stream. Haven't been really able to make much content, but a lot has happened with the team. So let's give you the team update first. First of all, the team had, so we did ESO Mobile with 2 teams. Let's just go very recent. We won't go back too far. Let's go very recent. The team, we had 2 teams in ESO Mobile. The main squad was the squad. For some of you know, we had gotten sponsored by Raconic Esports, who is big into Brawl Stars. And to their credit, their teams are very good at Brawl Stars. They have a very good field there for them to play in. So great for them. 100% fantastic. They were trying to get into Clash. Unfortunately, after the 3 months, I am not going to call it a scam because it was not a scam. So I do not want Raconic getting any bad rep for this. There's a unfortunate happening that took place that took our sponsorship out of it due to financial issues. Won't go into any more detail than that. Outside of no, it was not Raconic. The leader of Raconic was very open with me. The dialogue was very clear from the beginning, and when everything went down, the dialogue with me was very clear. The team, none of us have any hard feelings against them because we know it was something way out of left field, way out of the blue, wasn't on them. So nothing against Raconic Esports whatsoever. Wish them all the success in the world. I know I actually made it to the monthly qualifiers with both of their teams for Brawl Stars. Wish them the best of luck. They definitely deserve it. They practice, and well, they are paid to be able to do it. So outside of that, so we got sponsors. So we ran as Raconic Esports for both of the qualifiers. The first qualifier was a little bit rocky. We had some stuff going on with the team that I had to fix going into Ladder 2. And Ladder 2 gave us a huge, and I mean huge, gave us a huge taste for what we really can accomplish. Now, for many teams, everybody's kind of different. Your arrogant players will say, well, if you didn't win, then it doesn't mean anything. No. I have learned through streaming all these different types of teams. I have streamed well over 110 individual teams, not matches, individual teams. I've streamed over 110 individual teams. I have watched different types of teams and how they react and how the reps talk afterwards. And my rep friends obviously that I know that are reps for other squads. If you play hard against a team that you technically should lose to, be honest, we have tiers of teams in this place. If you lose to a team that you technically are supposed to lose to, how you lose is a huge confidence boost. And for us, in the second ladder, it all came down to percentage. We had one night, we went into the final week in 13th, 27 points out of qualifying for the challengers. Basically 27 points out of being able to make money. Like, we would make money for getting into the challenge. It was great. 27 points out heading into the final. We knew what we needed to do, and we went into the first night kind of floated, except for the fact that we played two teams. We played Night Shift and we played Happy Endings, both of which ended up qualifying. We lost to both of them 12-12 on percentage. That was a huge swing for us. That kind of took the air out of our sails, because winning both of those matches would have put us at that time, jumped us from 13th to 6th just in that night because of how all the matches played out. Instead, those two losses accumulated with a loss we also had. We went 1-3 that night. We lost to another squad also on percent, and then won another match. They kind of canceled each other out. But we dropped points in a night where there were a lot of teams beneath us that gained. So we dropped down to like 16th or 17th, I believe, at the end of the first night of the third week. And then night number 2, we had guys were sick. We weren't able to think. We only played like one match on the second night, and then the third night we played 3 matches. Upset a couple teams. We had fun. We closed it out on a high note. Had some epic attacks that I remember for a little while because they were just absolutely crushed. It was beautiful. But that gave us a taste. We know we can do it. And when it comes to esports, when you're running a team, you go off of how the team's feeling and the confidence level that's there. The reality is we're good enough. I've started building my own bases. My base held 10 out of 10 attacks that final week against some of the better attackers in our game, and I was really proud of that. We've obviously got Pontus, who builds his own bases, and it was just a glimpse of what we could do. We're on the cusp of being able to take that next step. And, we've always won in the regular season. I mean, last year we made it to 15 league playoffs of the leagues that we played in. And, we've been to the playoffs, but we want to win it. So we have two goals. Let's move on. So ESL Mobile. So what is the team going to do now? So we have 2 goals left. The first goal is we want to make it to Champs 1 with the main clan. We've dropped down to Champs 3 over the winter time, for some of you that know, with all the stuff that happened inside the team. We lost C2. We've lost promotion in C2 by 10 stars, 5 stars, and 4 stars, I believe. I may be off on one of those, but we've almost promoted to Champs 1 3 different times while we were in Champs 2. Then we got demoted to Champs 3 the month that we had a bunch of stuff going on. We barely missed floating by 5 or 6 stars, something like that. So we ended up being in Champs 3. We created a new clan, Birds of War. Got a big amount of members. The clan was full. Been doing a lot of wars. It's already up to level 7, I believe, in 2 months. So really proud of how that is going. But the main squad wanted to push for Champs 1. So the push is back on. We didn't promote this month. We got second. But we had played in Masters 1 the previous month we weren't really trying to do anything. So we're going to make a push to get to Champs 1. That's the first one. The second goal is we want to win one of these. No matter what size the tournament is, no matter who's running the tournament, you're a tournament champion either way. Yes, I understand not all tournaments are the same. But guess what? You get first place, you're a tournament champion. And that is something to be proud of, and that's something that we want to accomplish. So those are our 2 goals. We have 2 goals left that we want to be able to complete, and that is getting the Champs 1 with our main clan for CWL and winning a tournament no matter what the size is. So that's what we are shooting for right now. Now, tackle what the thumbnail is, thank you and farewell. It's just the streaming. I said it earlier, it's just the streaming and content creation. However, I will say in November, should ESL Mobile still play in November, if they cancel it, then obviously this may change. But as of right now, in November, I will be fully retiring from Clash, period. I am looking forward to what the next step, next stage, not even the next step, the next stage of what I want to accomplish, what I want to do. Something that doesn't have as much time that it needs to be put into it. Something that I can do leisurely compared to what I'm doing right now. We're currently in registrations for Hurricane Cup. That's the last tournament I am running for Hurricane Cup, last tournament I created for them. Looking forward to a great tournament. We got some amazing clans signed up. We've already got Dr. M Squad, MS Esports, NJ Flex. We got some great clans signed up for this. I'm looking forward to a lot of fun action. But I got tired. So here's why I'm doing it. I got tired. If there's a video that I did that is entitled The Dark Side, and that nobody really focuses on it necessarily, but it's always there. And I got tired of constantly having to deal with the onslaught of DMs. It's not necessarily harassment, because it's not the same people over. There are some people that will just, they want your money, period. But when you're a sponsor and you're known in the community and they see your logo on other things, like, oh, well, maybe he'll sponsor my tournament too, no matter what it is, whether it's a Town Hall 9 1v1, a mixed cup, or a Town Hall 14 5v5, it doesn't matter. I just got tired of how often I was begged, because I want to help, but my family comes first, and that reason evidently what isn't respected, and that's not okay with me, because this is still a game, and I love playing this game. I love the people I have met in this game. My team is amazing. I wouldn't trade I'd trade 1 or 2 of them, maybe if I could get Klaus. But it'd have to be a pretty good deal. They'd probably have to send me Klaus and money to be able to get my players. It wouldn't just be Klaus. I'd strike a hard deal, but I wouldn't trade any of them. I would not trade any of them. I love the team. I love my squad. I love what we have been able to build here at Birds of Thunder, and I love what Birds of Thunder stands for. The clan, as of right now, is 6 years old. I started this clan back in July of 2016. It's going to be 6 years old here in a month, and that's something I'm proud of. And there's not much. I was telling the guys the other day, there's not much left that I have to accomplish. I've been able to talk to some of the highest guys in Clash. Been able to DM them and talk with them. I've been able to get to know people from around the entire world and talk through everything. We've had a wild 2 years ever since COVID came in, and I've been able to have a connection to people around the world and know what's going on in different places around the globe, not just here in the United States. And I've got my team, people that I'm close to. I mean, we have had some amazing nights on Voice. We've had some really very high highs, and then we've had some really down in the dumps lows that have really kicked our butts. But we're still together. The team is strong. Each one of the guys individually are great guys, and collectively we create Birds of Thunder. and good luck messing with us. Still, I said it a lot more in my earlier videos, but I'll say it again. Good luck messing with us. You're not gonna be able to get in and infiltrate us. It's just it's a special group, and I love each one of the players, and it's been a lot of fun for me to be able to do this. But I am looking forward to what the next step is. So, what is the next step? Well, it's all this. Look at this. All this. I've got now this Rams blanket right here actually was made for me by I believe it was my aunt. It would be my great aunt. It was the sister of my great grandmother. Was made for me back when I was 10 or 11 years old, and I've had it ever since. So that quilt is on the wall right there. I've got my shirts, so I took all the shirts outside of the one that I've got on. Took a lot of my shirts that are the team shirts and other stuff like that, and saw this idea. My wife was going to make a quilt out of the squares out of them, and I said, well, I found this idea, and she looked at it and didn't tell me it looked ugly, so that basically told me I could do it. And so that's up there. It's all the way around. I've got it sitting on this wall as well. I got a couple spots right here above me that still have to be filled in. I've got some posters, or not posters, but plaques that my wife has bought me for Christmases past, of different teams sitting on this wall. Got my Colts jersey over on that wall as well. And then I've got my Pride and Joy, the 2016 Chicago Cubs World Championship vinyl art that I have sitting up here. That was a present from my grandfather right before he passed away. So that one is really, really special to me, and it's sitting right here, right above my computer. I am a sports guy. At heart, I love sports, primarily football. Basketball and baseball are there. Do not ask me about soccer. Don't even try. I've tried to get into hockey when I was living in Minnesota. Got into it a little bit. No. But what's going to happen to the channel? Well, I'm revamping it. I'm actually revamping the Discord server, my Discord server, the Blackhawk Gaming. Revamping that Discord server and revamping this channel, and it's going to turn into Football Talk with Hawk. J-Dog and Penguin are also both going to be there when they're available, and I'm going to do videos three times a week, 30 to 45 minute videos, lot smaller time than streaming for 3 hours, and less editing I have to do, because everything's going to be presented as if it's live. We're not going to do a bunch of editing. I'm not doing a bunch of cutting out. We're just going to have fun talking about something we love to talk about. So that is the goal starting in July when training camps start. Probably won't do 3 times a week in training camps, but I'll do 1 a week. The biggest news, stuff that may happen, trades and stuff. But J-Dog, Peng, and I are in 1, if not 2, possibly 3 fantasy football leagues together. So we're going to have a lot of fun this year, and we're just going to be able to do something fun together. And it's something that I've been doing. I mean, I've loved sports, and I talk about sports with anybody outside of Clash all the time. That's just me, and I'm going to do what I do. Do something that's a little bit more relaxed, laid back. Obviously less rules because it's my channel. But that is the plan. So I'm not going to go anywhere necessarily. But if you're not a American football fan, I'll say that, because I know I've got a lot of people that would disagree with me that it's football. So American football fans, if there are any of you out there, absolutely, I encourage you, stay on the channel. Make sure you join the Discord. It'll be revamped. I'm actually going to shut it down. This video is releasing Monday morning, and I'm actually going to shut down the Discord server Monday night before I go to work, change the roles of everyone while I revamp everything. And I'm going to get a lot. I've got a lot of bots that I've been able to find that are more geared towards what I'm moving the Discord server to. I'm really excited about it. It's going to be cool. I cannot wait for this, and I'm looking forward to it. So the revamp for me is going to be 6 weeks of a lot of fun, and so we'll be quiet for a little while, but hang with me, be patient. There's going to be some fun stuff that pops up the minute the server goes live again, and you get the ping. But absolutely join the Discord server, subscribe if you're looking for it. If nothing else, come laugh, because I'm looking forward to all the different things that happen. But all in all, guys, it's just a move. I love this game, but like I said, and I will go back to it every single time, the answer to the question of why is I'm just got worn out. I got worn out being a streamer, a sponsor, creating the tournaments. Do not get me wrong, the tournaments have been amazing. Being able to last year join Event Hubs, and Sean brought me in primarily to create the tournaments because he didn't have anybody that wanted to take the big swings. And I love taking the big swings. And last year, with the Event Hubs, we did the Jungle Brawl Cup, which was centered around the ESL mobile type of way of doing things. And I had the skeletons, but I don't have the bots. I don't have the website. So I had to create everything from hand, did all that work. Then we had, Safari Cup with Hurricane. Then we went into the fall/winter, and we did the World Brawl Championship with Event Hubs, which was great for Sean. I put everything I could into that one, setting up something to be able, because I knew he was retiring long before he announced it. We had talked about it a while ago, and I wanted to help send him out in his final tournament in the best way I could. So I put a lot of thought into it, drug out a lot of things, a lot more than they wanted me to, because I wanted it to be right. And it was a great success outside of when Supercell screwed us. But I won't go into that right now. We're going to try to stay on different track. But it was great. I've got my last tournament I'm created for Hurricane Cup. The rule books will be out probably at the same time this video is released, so I will kind of give you guys a sneak peek. If you haven't seen the rule book, everything I'm doing this tournament is time zone based. Everything is time zone based, and the reason for that is because of Supercell. Because we still don't know when everything's going to come out. We still don't know when stuff's going to happen. We still don't know about the 6 weeks of Clash that's supposed to have 4 golden tickets attached to it. So I'm doing time zones, because then you have less of a gap for there to be problems entered in. So we're going to do time zone playoffs down to the final 2 teams in each individual bracket. And then those 6 teams from the 3 different time zones, IST, UTC, and then EST, will combine with our invited teams to create a double elimination 16-team bracket. That's a little bit more fast-paced, so that everything kind of moves a little bit quicker, and we can beat the stuff at the end of September. And that's what the goal is. Wanted to create a tournament. It took me a while to get everything, because it's hard to do. It's going to be running 3 different brackets. The amount of teams that can be in are not limited, so the brackets are going to fluctuate based on the team, the amount of teams in each one, but I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. I know we've got, like I said, we've got some amazing teams already signed up. We got the invited teams that are going to come in. I am so looking forward to this, and this will be exactly the way I want to go out. Trying to do something. Everybody has brought it up on Twitter. I watch Twitter. I don't post on it nearly as much, but I watch Twitter. The biggest problem is the time zones, because IST, India, and America can't get the same time. Even Europe and America, it's easier, but it's difficult. We had the playoffs. We did the EYG 3.5, the 10v10. We matched World Top Korea. Well, it's Dream Team 2, but had World Top Korea players on it. And we matched them, and it was a 13-hour difference. So it was either really late at night for them, and early in the morning for us, or early in the morning for them and late at night for us to be able to play. That's the only two options. So we had to play at one of the two. They wanted to be the ones that played at night, so we played in the morning, and the war was fantastic. I am not complaining about the war. Do not get any of this wrong. We played our hearts out. Had 3 time fails. They were on absolute fire. They wrecked our bases. But we had 4 triples, 3 time fails. The team played great. You cannot complain about the performance of the team. It was fantastic. But that's the problem that comes into play in 5v5s is the playoffs have everybody combined. And I wanted to try to restrict that instead of doing a 64 team playoff where you've got all these different rounds of potential problems, shrink it down, make it more centered, invite teams on purpose. So I'm inviting teams in certain time zones on purpose. It is very specific, which is where all the work comes into play. Trying to set these teams up in a way that doesn't affect what we're able to put on the screen, because we've got some great streamers that I know will be streaming the final 16 for sure. If nothing else, it will give that ability to get the best matches played and everybody the best opportunity and keep the playing field as level as possible. Obviously, we're going to have matches. I know this. We're going to have matches where one team seemingly has the short end of the stick because they're attacking at work. I get it. There's nothing we can do about it. It's Clash Esports. It's esports in general. Okay? But I wanted to minimize it because I want to put the best product out there for you guys to be able to watch. It's taken me a long time trying to make sure I get all this stuff kind of dialed in. The rule book isn't even out yet. Registrations have been open for over a week. I didn't put the rule book out because I'm waiting to see the amount of teams because I want to make sure that everything that I have lines up. And it's probably maybe my own issue that I got worn out. If you think that, you're probably right, because I want to do everything to the best of my ability. I don't want to shortchange somebody. So I go all in trying to do something, and whether it works or it doesn't work, I'm still going to go all in on it until it actually fails. But I'm putting everything I can into getting this accomplished. So that's where we're at. That's what's going on. The team is still going to be around. We're still going to be in esports tournaments. I am not retiring till November. We do have, so the mini clan, we have Birds Academy, got the logo in the bottom, and Birds Academy is actually now our second team because of the sponsorships no longer there. So we have Birds of Thunder and we got Birds Academy, and both teams are going to finish out this esports year as strong as we can, and one, if not both of them. Hopefully we'll be able to pull out a tournament win. And we got 2 goals: Champs 1 CWL and win a tournament. As far as me, I'm going to have some fun. The final numbers, some will be numbers gurus and want to know what's behind. So on Twitch to date, I have 1,139 followers, and to every single one of them, I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for the support. I did have a time on Twitch where it was very encouraging, trying to grow the channel, and then stuff at home, just stuff happens, life. Unfortunately, life comes in and just ruins your plans a lot, and that was unfortunate. But I think every single one of them that followed, that watched on Twitch, that came out, hung out, multiple 12-hour streams that we did, had a lot of fun, and want to thank each one of those viewers for the great times that we had. For those of you that watched on YouTube, thank you so much. I just want to get other teams out there. My legitimate entire idea with Twitch was it probably would have helped if I would have streamed Queenwalkers more often. There's a very, very solid chance, but I wanted to get all the teams that I could the ability to be streamed and watched, because without the other teams, there's no reason to have Queenwalkers or Dr. M Squad or MS Esports or Strut. or Tribe or Chazmac. They got to have teams to beat, and they beat up on us pretty good. I mean, they do. But we got to be there for them to beat, for them to be the best. And I wanted to give those other teams that may surprise you somewhere along down the road. Wanted to give those teams an opportunity to be on stream. That was my entire goal as a streamer, was to stream the little guys. And I was able to accomplish that, and I think all the leagues, Event Hubs was one of the first ones I was a streamer for. CML, obviously Hurricane Cup. I was one of the ones that I was able to get in and run relatively early on. But CWL, EYG, Mulan Cup, GCC, Black Widow, that one, unfortunately, they're not running anymore right now. Hopefully they'll come back. But right now they're not running. But Black Widow was one of the first tournaments I ever streamed when I went live on Twitch. Big thank you to all the tournament servers that let me be a part of that community, to be able to stream, and gave me the opportunity to do those different streams and stream those teams and be a part of that and help grow my channel. And I do really appreciate that. To the guys that have stuck by my side as way of sponsors, Celestial Base Building, Krish, dude, you know how much we mean to each other. That was the very first partnership I ever made when we became an esports team. Birds of Thunder was the first partnered esports team with Celestial Base Building, and I at the same time was the first streamer partner for Celestial Base Building, and we have both grown together. And my friend, the level you have gotten to, nothing but congratulations to you and what you've done with that server, the builders that you've been able to bring in. Congratulations to you, and thank you so much for the partnership that we have had over the last 2 years. Anytime I need something, I'm able to reach out to him, and he's got my back, and I got his back when he needs stuff, and it's great. It's a way a partnership should work. Never once have I questioned being partnered with Celestial Base Building because of anything that they've done, because of business model, because of what they've tried to do. Never once. I have always enjoyed being partnered with Celestial Base Building. And Krish, thank you so much for sticking by us. I know we're not the biggest name, that's obvious. We're not the biggest name and we're not the best team, but I appreciate your partnership to us, your commitment to us, and very proud of what you've been able to do. And I was glad to be able to help come along for the ride and help you grow your server while you helped grow my channel. So thank you so much for that. To Thunder X and Icy, who is still making my graphics. Still got them, still making them, and he's actually going to be the one that makes all the graphics for this new channel too. He's already got the first one, which will be sneak peeked in the server once it's revamped. But to Funky Creations, thank you guys so much. You helped get my YouTube channel a little bit more respectable, since I wasn't doing my own graphics because I'm not good at it. I'm open about that one. I can do it, not good. There's just a big difference. And Icy's done a fantastic job, helped the channel look a little bit more professional, which I fully appreciate. You guys will see at the end of this video the thumbnail that he created. Obviously, you saw the thumbnail, and you'll see a little bit bigger at the end of this video. So big shout out to Icy, Thunder X. Thank you for the partnership over the last year. That one is continuing. That one's not ending. That one is actually continuing on into doing these videos that we'll be doing here shortly. So Icy, thank you so much. I am thirsty. This is ginger ale, by the way, so no strikes on this, please. And yes, it is. It's Verner's. It's something that I have every once in a while. Anyway, so, but to Event Hubs, Sean, thank you so much for allowing me to come in, work beside you, and sponsor some of the tournaments you had. Hurricane Cup, Ninja, best of luck. Obviously, I'm not done with them right now. We just started the tournament, so I still got finishing. But publicly want to say, Ninja, thanks for bringing me in and giving me the reins to the tournaments to be able to help you grow. We put on, what, 5 tournaments since I joined Hurricane Cup, 5 or 6 of them, and have grown in amount of teams every single time, and that is called a stair step to success. And excited to see what you'll be able to do even in the future, should Clash Esports continue on after this. So big thanks to them. And then I was contemplating whether or not I was going to go to this part, but you know what? I'm feeling pretty good right now. So let me go through the team. First of all, Penguin. Obviously, the team isn't going anywhere after November when I retire. Very well could. Obviously, we could go separate ways. So whatever they do, wish them the best of luck. But Penguin, you're going to hear on the channel. Penguin is my co-manager. Love the guy to death. Been through a lot on this team together. He has been my co-manager for quite a while now. He was always a co-manager of some sort, whether he was the first option or second option. He was always the co. And he is running Birds Academy, the mini clan. And huge shout out to him for what he's doing over there. He has taken it by the reins. He's put all of himself into it. And Penguin, from the bottom of my heart, man, thank you so much for what you do. Thank you for having my back. Thank you for helping me out and helping me build Birds of Thunder to what it is today. To the players that are gone, we'll go to them next because there's quite a few. If you guys watched the video in our main Discord server, I did a 2022 hype video. Players we have lost. We lost a lot of players last year to retirement, different things that happen, life, you know, the same stuff that always keeps coming into play. But to all those who have been on the team through the last 3 years, thank you for the time and effort that you put into helping this team and this brand grow. Thank you for coming alongside and being a part of it. I am truly thankful for each one of you. There's a lot, which is why I'm not going to try to go name by name. So just know if you're not on my team now, I appreciate you. We'll go with that point. J-Dog, what you're going to see in the videos as well for the Hawk Talk. You'll see him in the videos. You'll hear him anyway. Not see him, you'll hear him. Thank you, buddy. You've always been a voice of reason. You have played middleman really well, and I appreciate what you do. There's always somebody that's got to come in. The best part about J-Dog is he will be silent on voice for 35 minutes. And then somebody cracks a joke that can go one way or another, and he'll make the one comment that just makes the entire room die laughing. And that is a irreplaceable quality to be able to have on a team. That there's just that one person that can always just put something in there, and it's literally a mic drop comment every freaking time. And J-Dog, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for what you've helped do in this team. Your humbleness with being on the team and what you're willing to do, honestly, is what really sets you apart, and I appreciate you. Sentry, he's our master. I ain't gonna lie. Sentry tries every attack, tries to figure out the Klaus attack, tries to figure out Super Bowlers. He tries all these attacks and he masters them as fast as he possibly can, and he is the player that has one of the highest hit rates on our team. He's number 1. I mean, maybe number 2, but most likely number 1. Sentry, you have come in and you have helped for quite a while now. You have helped train the new guys. You have constantly wanted to push guys to be better, and I thank you for that. You hold yourself to a high standard when it comes to your attacks, which helps us be able to learn from you, and I appreciate what you do, and thank you for that. Maddie is an all-around fun time. Um, Friday nights with Maddie are an absolute blast. Maddie is our new. We've had a couple players prior to this that do this, but we love Maddie's just simple little one-liners. He's our one-liner expert, is what Maddie is, and we appreciate him. His attacks are solid. Don't let him fool you. If you ever ask him and he goes, I don't attack well, just tell him to shut up. He's a very good attacker, and keeps getting better. He has screenshots to prove he knows how to attack too, because he's tripled in leagues. Well-known players. We tell him to shut up all the time. It's okay. Just ask for those screenshots, and then he'll stop. But Maddie, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate what you do. I appreciate you playing on the team and your commitment to the team as well. And thank you for everything that you've done. And then somebody that hasn't been on the team nearly as long, but has been with us for almost a year now. Pontus is the owner of Subtle Eagle Base Building, and he's been playing with us for a year now. And it has been a lot of fun learning from him, because he builds bases, learning from him how to read bases in a different way. A base builder has a different perspective than a normal Clash player a lot of times. It's kind of why I started building my own bases, so I could better read bases in leagues. That was why I started building. In my tweet, I said Pontus told me that the base may work, but it may not, and it did. It was 10 for 10 in defense. So big shout out to him. He's really helped us see how to read bases and look at bases a little bit differently. And Pontus, I thank you for the input that you have brought in. Your humbleness, also, you're confident, but man, you've come in. You've been one of the guys, and I thank you so much for that, because it has really helped us grow, and it got us to where we were literally 3 matches away from playing in the ESL Mobile Challenger. So thank you so much for what you've done. We've got a couple of the newer players that joined us this year. Bill, which had been with NWO, Bill joined, and Bill's just an absolute fun guy. If any of you know Bill, you know what I'm talking about. And honestly, I don't even think Bill needs a segment about him, because everybody just knows it's Bill. It's just Bill. And Bill, don't ever stop being Bill. And that's really all I can say. Because if you stop being Bill, nobody want to be around you. Bill is why people like being around you, Bill. So, Bill, I do appreciate the fun you have brought into voice. I appreciate the level of energy that you do bring in. Thank you for that, and thanks for joining us this year. And then Gamora, tell you what, if you guys are in our Discord server, you know what her title is. Gamora is our cheerleader coordinator. And for those of you that don't think that having fans really matters, yes, it does. Yes, it does. Because having somebody that even when you screw up is still in awe of the fact that you could even try to pull off that attack is amazing. It's a moral boost. The morale is so much higher, and it helps. That is a big reason why everybody that has a team always thanks the fans. Home field advantage is a real thing, and it does work in esports. Your fans that you see in your own Discord servers, because each team has a Discord server, the fans that you see, the teams that are telling you GG, the teams that are telling you good luck, the teams that are telling you go get them, it matters. And she takes on the role of cheerleader coordinator, and is absolutely freaking amazing at it. Has been since she came in. Let me put it. How do I put this? She was tricked. No. Bamboozled? Yeah, probably. Let's go. She was bamboozled. She's now on an esports team. She tripled in ESL Mobile multiple times, and every time she tripled, we won. Go figure that one out. Go figure that one out. So, big thanks to her. Appreciate her. Appreciate what she's brought in. She's brought in a lot of energy to the team, which is very, very, very important. Very, very important. and I am looking forward to what she'll do in the future. We got some players that she used to play with a lot over to the squad. So, but Gamora, you, thank you for joining Birds of Thunder, and thank you for the energy you bring and the encouragement you are, even when we absolutely freaking suck. And but I do thank you for that. We've got some newer players that have just recently joined the team. I'm getting to know them. Don't know them nearly as well. But for all the players that have just recently come into the squad, you matter. You matter very much. You're part of continuing on what we're trying to do. And I thank you for everything you have done. Guys, this video is definitely longer. If you've watched till now, thank you. If you already jumped off, well, I won't know anyway. So, guys, this is going to be it for the video. I wanted to explain everything because I want what I've always wanted while I was streaming, when I was doing my YouTube videos. I want transparency about what's going on so that the team doesn't need any hearsay going on or a bunch of stuff about, well, this could have happened. No. I am literally stopping streaming and content creation for Clash as of right now, and moving to something that I've loved doing since I was a kid, and gonna just do it now for videos and have a lot of fun with it. And then I will be retiring in November from a game that I have loved to play, loved the people I've met, and enjoyed every minute of it. But it is time for me to move on to something else. No, I won't be playing another game. Clash is actually the only mobile game I have ever played. So I'm a console or a PC guy. I have all these other games I can play, but it's not where I'm going. I'm going to make sure I want to do my videos and then spend as much time, because as many of you know, I got 4 kids, and believe it or not, Baby Hawk is going to be 18 months old. Jeez, 18 months old next month, and she basically grew up on the street. She was with Daddy all the time, and that's special for me. And I rather just hold on to those memories, the fun stuff. The videos are all still on my computer, but hold on to those memories, the fun stuff I was able to have, spend more time with them. As I got 4 of them. One of them's going to be a teenager this year, but we got a lot of stuff going on, and I want to be that. It's not a cop-out. It's actually what I really want to be able to do with having 4 kids now instead of 3 when I first originally started streaming. So that is the plan, guys. Huge thanks to each one of you. And until the relaunch of Football Talk with Hawk, wings up, Hawk out, take care of yourself, take it easy, be safe, Clash on.